Hey guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to give you guys a quick, I know there's like 1,000 coffee staining tutorials out there, but I wanted to show you guys how I coffee stain my linens very quickly and in a very small space. So there's still a tag on this one. Okay, so these two were a set and they were both this color to begin. So I want to show you how I took it from this color to this in like 1.5 minutes. Okay, so what you'll need is a small plate or a dish. I just use this vintage like china dish that I got at the thrift store for $1. It's very pretty. You can clean it up, use it in flat lays or what have you after, or like storing little bits. I use it for basically everything, obviously. And then you'll need some vintage linens. They can be as like worn and tatty as you like. This one is pretty much brand new, still has a little tag on it from the thrift. Holes, doesn't matter, embroidered, not, it doesn't matter. You'll need some coffee and instant water, water and instant coffee, and another container of water, and yeah, and a paintbrush. That's pretty much it. Okay, so the first step, I just kind of crumple it up in my little dish and pour, sorry about the chicks, they're like feeling extra frisky this morning. We've been letting them get used to their coop before it's actually time to move into it. Like I take them out and it's in the sun, and so I let them go out in the sun and play and eat grass or whatever they want to do. So so you want it to be kind of wet, not totally soaking, because wherever there's water on your linen, that's where the coffee is going to take the most and actually bleed through the fabric. So I just kind of roll it around in the water a little bit. Hopefully you guys could see how much water I actually put on. But I like there to be just a little bit of dry area as well. That's where you get the really light places on your linen. So then what I do, take my little paintbrush with my coffee and just kind of start brushing on little bits. Now a little bit does go a long way depending on how dark you make your coffee mixture. I like really getting the lace and then just kind of mop it up with your linen piece. Now, I do not neutralize my coffee. I feel like over time it's going to cause some distressing of the fabric or the paper that you put it on. But most of the things that we use for creating our journals are not acid-free to begin with. So I don't really feel like neutralizing the acid in coffee and making it archival or whatever matters all that much. But I also really like the natural distressing that happens in paper anyway. So it's all personal preference. If you'd like to neutralize your coffee, just add like half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of baking soda to the mix, and that neutralizes the acid in the coffee. So if you want, you can go in and do some mark making with the coffee. My coffee is kind of bubbly. I'm gonna darken up some areas, but see how it's like feathering and bleeding out into what's already wet? That's how you get like the really grungy looking linens. I don't do coffee staining that often. I find it kind of tedious, and if someone else can do it, I'd rather just buy it from someone. Because then you have to wait for it to dry and maybe press it and all of that. So yeah, in between each step, I just kind of squish it together and just let it do its thing. So I really like that. I feel like it's got a nice variation of like light and dark areas. And then it's distressed in like the areas that are already kind of focal interest points, or focal points, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that. And so you can let it air dry. You can, I wouldn't recommend sticking it in the oven. Put it over a fan or something like that to let it dry, or hang it outside. That works too. But yeah, that's kind of my process for distressing. I will be using quite a bit of like coffee stained linens in the journal series that I'm posting coming up, starting on Saturday. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you'll have fun coffee staining with a brush and a bottle of water. I know, like I said, lots of people are already doing this probably, or there's probably already a tutorial out there on how to do it. You guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you in my next video. Take care. Happy crafting.